Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So I'm going to say my prayers because I want to get into this right away. Okay guys, so for this episode, I had to have a nice cold brew, okay? I'm just going to take a sip because what I'm about to tell y'all, what we're discussing, I might need another one. Okay guys, so I have a nice big juicy Angus steak. I have my leafy greens. It's arugula and baby spinach with a nice Italian dressing. Then I have some yum yum sauce on the side for my steak. So guys, I'm just gonna say a few disclaimers. This is gonna have spoilers, all right? If you have not seen the documentary on Netflix called Abducted in Plain Sight, I suggest you just go watch it before you see this video. If you don't have Netflix, there should be some trailers online, or you can like go search it so you can see what the whole plot and stuff about the movie. Because I don't want to ruin it for people. I really want you guys to go and watch. But yes, this does have spoilers. So if you don't want it to be spoiled and you want to watch it first, go watch and then come back. This video is basically about my review, my opinions. I'm not your best Stephanie Sue. She's so bomb at telling stories from beginning to end. You would have thought she wrote it or she was there. I'm not that great at storytelling unless it's my own story. This is just a review. This documentary was just so fucked up that I just needed to vent about it. I want to talk to other people that have seen it. So this is kind of for the people that already seen it. I will do a quick summary of it in case you still are interested in watching and you haven't seen it yet. Like I said, I'm not the best at telling detail by detail about these stories. So basically, Abducted in Plain Sight is a true crime documentary. This took place in the 70s. There's a family, Robert and Marianne Broberg, and their 3 young daughters, Jan, who is the main victim, Karen, and Susan. They're a Mormon family from Pocatello, Idaho. They became really close with their neighbor, who his name is Robert as well, Robert Burchell, but we all know him as B. Robert Burchell, the neighbor, who is the fucking pedophile criminal. He has a wife himself and kids. They were very close with the Brobergs. They would always let this man come over. So basically, 2 years after befriending the Brobergs, B, the criminal, picked up 12-year-old Jan from school and disappeared with her for 5 weeks. When the girl came back, she told her family, she was basically brainwashed by this man. He had her thinking, like, he drugged her, he did do sexual things with her, but he had her, like, he brainwashed her into believing. He had this little tape recorder that like had all these like weird, that I guess he'd made himself, and he would play it while like right by the girl's ear, and she was thinking that there was aliens talking to her. I know, I guess in the 70s that, like, you know, a lot of people believed in aliens, which I do too. But yeah, so she was very, like, she believed that the aliens wanted her to have sex with this man, that this was God's plan. It was a mission. She had to have a baby with this man. After she came back home, she somehow, like, she just told the family, like, she was fine. She's perfectly fine. This girl was kidnapped for 5 weeks. And the family dropped charges against this man and allowed him to still be around them. And he ended up kidnapping her again. So, yeah, you guys, basically, I'm really choppy with the details, so I really would like for you guys to watch. Like I said, this is kind of for people that already seen it, because I just got something to say. Let me just take a bite of this. Yeah, this movie, oh shit. So my food is like on one of my little makeup drawers, so it's kind of wobbly. That's not cute. So everybody's like going crazy on Facebook, everybody that has seen it. And they're all have something to say about it. Yes, a lot of people are bashing the family, which, I mean, it's crazy. If you've seen it, you will understand. I'm not bashing the family, but I don't understand how they allowed this man. All right. So for the people that are watching, you haven't seen it, I will still give some more details to fill you in, because I just want to talk about how there was so many so basically this family friend of theirs got so close to the family because he had this sick obsession with their oldest daughter, Jan. He was willing to do anything to get close, even if it meant finessing the parents. I don't know if the parents is being selfish because they had a thing for him from jump. I mean, I really did a lot of thinking after I seen this video, and I was just like, how the fuck did they let this man do all that? So let's talk about how it came out that he had been in trouble before for messing with underage girls, having sex with underage girls. And the family knew this and still allowed this man to come around their kids, still allowed their kids to go spend the night at this man's house. What's crazy is this man told them that a part of his therapy treatment or whatever to get better, to stop being a pedophile, is that he had to be around little girls. So this Mormon family allowed this man to lay in the bed with their daughter, Jan, who was 13 years old or 12 years old at the moment, I think. They allowed him to lay in the bed with her. I think they said that he was doing this 4 nights a week. What? That's fucking crazy. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not, but that was just, I don't know. I don't understand how that family thought that that was okay to let a grown-ass man. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're the father. What grown-ass man wants to sleep in the bed with it was red flags from the beginning, guys. I honestly think the mom was instantly like attracted to him, or she, not instantly, but that's why it was so easy for this man. This man manipulated them. This man had this sick obsession with Jan. He was willing to get close to the mom intimately, get close to the father intimately, just to be close to Jan. So there's this one part in the movie where the father, Jan's father, he said that him and B, who's the perpetrator, who's the criminal, they drove to a park or something. They drove somewhere together. B was driving, and Jan's dad was in the passenger. And he parked, and B was talking about how he needs to relieve himself sexually. And I guess he somehow talked the dad into giving him a hand job. And you know, I want to say that it takes a lot of guts to come out and admit to shit like that. I felt for the dad. But I was just so angry at everybody in this documentary, like. So he did that. I'm not sure if him and the dad had a romantic relationship after that. I think that there was a little bit more than just that. I really do. B also got close to the mother. He got close to Jan's mom. She said she was in love with this man. So They knew everything that was wrong with him. They just had a love for him that they just allowed things like much more to take place. So one day, Beam decided that he wanted to take Jan, only Jan, on a trip to go see some horses or something. And the mom allowed it. So he picked Jan up and he promised to have her back home by like before dinner time. And obviously that didn't happen. Soon as Jan got into the car, he gave her, oh, and this is another thing. They was allowing this man to give their daughter, Jan, pills for her allergies, but they were really just drugs or like sleeping pills. What the fuck? So yeah, so he gave Jan her allergy medicine and she knocked out. She didn't even remember arriving to this secluded area that he took her to. She said that she remembered waking up with his arm around her and her pants was down by her ankles. She said she felt scared, but after she heard this tape that he planted, like he put like some little recording, like I don't know if he put like next to her pillow or some shit. I don't know if she knew that the tape was there or if he hid it to her. Like I watched the movie or the documentary once, this just a few days ago. So I'm not sure if like, I can't really remember. I think he tried to like hide it or something so she could think that these were voices. And basically the voices were supposed to be aliens and they were telling her that she has to have a baby with this grown ass man Beam. And she woke up and just told him like, you know, this is part of the mission. I have to do this with you. Oh, this man. I hope he's burning in hell right now. I just want to know, like, his wife, she didn't have much, like, they didn't really give much detail on his wife. I just want to know, what the fuck was this bitch? Like, did he harm their daughters? Did she, like, I don't know. I don't know. So, she was kidnapped for 5 weeks. They went to Mexico. I think he was trying to get married to her. Mexican police ended up catching up with him. I don't know if they traced the call or something. I think that's what happened. They traced the call to him, and they took them to jail. This man is so fucking manipulative and a great finesser that he even allowed, like, that he bribed the Mexican police with his ring, and was like to ask to speak to Jan after they arrested him and put him in a cell. So they brought Jan to him, and he was just like, you can't tell anybody about the mission or you will die, your family will die, your sisters will die, or your sister will go blind. And this girl really believed this. And he was like, you know, just saying all this shit to her. So when she got home, she told her family that everything was okay. I think she was even writing letters to this man, and they allowed this shit to happen. Like, what do you guys, please comment in the comment section below, please, because I know I was not the only one that was just like, every 5 minutes I was like, what the fuck? That was the first time she got kidnapped. The second time, and mind you, this man had pictures, all types of pictures, uncomfortable pictures of Jan. You would have thought that this man was like her dad or her uncle. She said she felt like he was like a second dad. They love this man so much. I probably should have watched it a second time before I did this. But like I said, it's just my opinion, me ranting about the movie. I'm not giving a, a whole play-by-play of it. I'm just like going through it. I think B called and he told the parents, and the mom specifically, that he wants to marry Jim. And she was like, why do you want to marry Jim? We would have fucking moved some shit. So after the kidnapping, the mom proceeded to fall for this fucking man and had after she knew he wanted to marry her underage daughter. Not even underage, like she's more than underage. She's a fucking kid, a baby to me. She knew that he wanted to marry her. She still proceeded to have an affair with this man. I forgot how long it was, maybe 6 months, probably a little bit longer. She had sex with this man. So yeah, wait, hold up, let me back up. How he got out of jail, his wife came over and talked to the dad alone. First of all, bitch, you're not coming in my house talking to this by himself after all this shit is going on with your husband. No, anything you gotta say, you can say it to both of us. But hey, things was different back in the 70s. Not that different, sis. B's wife and Jan's dad talked privately. A few moments later, she comes out the room and leaves. And then Jan's dad says, we have to drop the charges or she's going to tell everyone about my little relations with him. So basically, I feel like, okay, I'm just going to flat out say it. I know people might feel some type of way about me saying this. These people were selfish as fuck. That's how I felt. They were very fucking selfish. Oh my God, I'm spinning. Let me take a drink. And this is why they were selfish. Obviously, you can see, right? This man was so worried about his little gay affair coming out. Oh, and I don't have, nothing against gay people. I fucking love gay people. I'm gay, okay? No, I'm saying, like, that's what it was. It was a gay affair, a homosexual relationship with B. He was so worried about that coming out that he wanted to drop, both him and the mom, they were so worried about their image, they dropped the charges on this man. Everything could have been ended right there. So they drop the charges. He comes out. He ends up fucking with the mom. That's so bomb. I never had a beer and salad together. Wait, one more bite. So again, the little girl, they still allowed this man around. After the dad found out about the affair between the mom and Beam, I think they moved. I think they ended up moving. Yeah, I think they ended up moving. I think he took his girls and was like, fuck this shit. So they left. B was like furious about it. He ended up, I guess he told the mom, like, I can get you, just leave your husband. I can get you and the girl's apartment. I'll pay for it. And the mom was like, you guys are watching this table go crazy, huh? Hold on, guys. I'm going to just cut this up. All right, I chopped up a few pieces. All right, so it's like it took for the wife to cheat for you to want to move. Whatever. So B tried to tell the mom, like, if you guys, if you leave your husband, take your girls, I'll put you in a hotel. I'm sorry, this isn't funny. He told her, like, I think he threatened her and was like, I'll kill you. And then, this is kind of funny. he told the mom, like, they were on the phone, he was like, I'll kill you. And then the mom was like, and I'll have you killed. If you're messing with me, I'll have you killed. And my brothers would do it. I'm sorry. I thought that was funny because it was like, oh, now you want to have him killed. But yeah, so basically, she was like, fuck that. No, I'm not leaving my husband. I want my family back. So he opened up like this. He opened up this little, somewhat of amusement park, play park thing. Tons of kids was there. Jan wanted to, I think she turned 14 around this time, 13, 14. She wanted so badly to work there. She threw a fit just to go because she was in love with him, with being. And the fucking mom, the dad said, fuck that. No, the fucking mom bought her a ticket to go, to fly out to wherever he was at and go. And so this is the second time that she was kidnapped. He would not allow her to go back home. It was crazy. It's fucking crazy. I can't believe the mom really... Sorry. I'm not a smacker, guys, but sometimes you gotta smack. She was down there working with him, for him, you know, being with him. Wait, hold up. Let's talk about how everyone's saying, oh, back then it was different. You know, they were really gullible back then. I know times was a little different back then. You can let your children walk to the stores, buy their styles and stuff like that without the worries of them getting kidnapped. Even though a lot of kidnappings did happen back then, so I don't know why people say that. But how was it that all the police was fucking thought this shit was crazy, but not them? That just shows that it was just, this family was, I don't know. So do y'all know the part where, you know, remember the part where he made it seem like Jan was like prostituting herself for money? Like, oh yeah, she wants to be out here. I haven't been in touch with her. You know, just trying to be manipulative again to the parents. The parents are so sad. I remember when Jan called and it's just like they have actual recordings. She sounds like a fucking baby. She literally is on the phone and they're like, Jan, is this you, Jan? Please come home. Are you okay? She's like, hi guys, I'm fine. And then the dad gets on the phone and he was like, when's the last time you seen B? And she's like, I don't know, it's been some weeks. And he's like, do you still want to marry him? And she's like, yes, I do. She's a child. I know this hurt the dad. Yeah, so he asked, do you still want to marry? And she's like, yeah, I love him, I want to marry him. And then he says, does he still want to marry you? And you can tell like she got frustrated. She's like, yes, he does. I'm just like, it was fucked up, man. It was just so fucked up. So whenever I read about it and whenever I read about what the hell? Whenever I read it, the little short caption, you know how Netflix, they give you like a little brief little bio of what the movie is about or the documentary or the show. I was like, oh damn, like I instantly got sad when I first seen it. I was like, this is gonna end, like this girl died or something. But no, she's still alive, thank God. But yeah, I was scared that she was gonna die. I guess he loved her too much to kill her or something. She ends up coming back home. I think I kind of dozed off around this part, and my boyfriend like shook me up, was like, look, the dad's shop is on fire. Oh God. Okay, yeah, maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have looked at that before. I just know, yeah. So the dad, I guess, because Jan came back and B was so furious. He set Jan's dad was a florist. He owned his own, you know, business. He set that place on fire. Oh, that pissed me off. They ended up getting Oh no, they couldn't. I don't think they found they knew that he did it, or they couldn't figure out that he did it, or something. Like they couldn't prove that he did it. So he kind of got away. He got away with so much. So yeah, years go by, and they go to court for all this. Jan's doing public speakings about it. I think she wrote a book, and he had the fucking nerve in court. Y'all remember that when they was in court? He had the fucking nerve. I can't even do it. I can't even show up. But he had the nerve to be like, "Are you making?" He was mad about the book. He wanted them to stop the book. He didn't want them to come out with the book. And then he had the nerve to ask her, like, "Are you planning on doing a movie about it?" Like, why the fuck does that matter? You sick fuck. He just wanted to talk to her. That probably just got him so. Bottom line, justice wasn't served because yeah, all that happened, and I think they didn't even give him that much longer. They just gave him like a few, like, I don't know, something happened to where he didn't really get any time. He showed up to one of her, like, she had like bikers there. It was Bikers Against Rapists. It's like a biker group, and you know, they support victims of rape and child molestation and shit like that. And they were like at this, I guess, a book signing or something, and he showed up and ended up running over one of the bikers. So that's how they got his ass again. And they were going to give him just basically life, the remainder of his life. He was already fucking old, so they were just going to put him away for the rest of his life. And he ended up, so they didn't arrest him immediately for whatever fucking reason. So his brother said that B called him and said I'm not gonna go to jail for this or whatever. So he ended up taking like all his heart medication pills and drunk a Kahlua, and that's how he died. Justice was not served at all. That pisses me off. I wanted this man to rot in jail and get beat the fuck up. Makes me so mad. Pisses me off, man. So what do y'all think? How do y'all feel? Do y'all feel bad for the parents or no? There's actually people that said that they were pissed off at Jan. There is some comments on Facebook. They said that they felt like, and I thought about this after I read it. Someone said that they felt like Jan probably, like, of course, she was brainwashed. She was. But this comment says something like, maybe Jan really did love this man and she wanted to be with him, you know? They said like, so obviously she did love him. But she was brainwashed. I feel like she's definitely a victim. But there's some people that just feel like the whole alien thing, like she was just trying to protect him just because she loved him that much. It was just messed up all around. If you guys do, that's how much is left. If you guys do end up watching it, please come back and let's chat about this. This man should have been in jail a long fucking time ago. A long time ago. It's just so fucked up. Some people said that was like the most fucked up documentary they've ever seen. I've seen some pretty twisted documentaries. I was like, there's no way this documentary can beat. I think the name of it was Dear David, or not Dear David, what the heck? Was it a letter to David or a letter to It was a documentary that was on Netflix. If you know what I'm talking about, that was so fucked up. And that movie left me unsatisfied. I was pissed. I felt, yo, that movie had me crying like fucking crazy. I felt the grandparents' fucking pain. Oof. I'm not full, guys, but that is the end of my little rant. And I think I want to chop this up and put it inside of a salad. So yeah, I just wanted something to eat while I was ranting. Or not even ranting. I don't feel like that was a rant. But like, you know, doing a little review. Movie review. So I think I'm gonna end it right here. But yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit was really crazy. Yeah, let's talk about it down below. I don't have nothing else to say about that. Other than that shit was fucking crazy. If you've never seen the movie and you still watch it to the end, thank you. You guys gotta go check it out. Check it out. Yeah, you should watch it. I wonder how his daughters feel or his kids feel about it. I know they see it. They didn't really mention much of like the wife and the kids. Like, I mean, they mentioned that, you know, he had a wife and kids and shit and how the kids was like, but they weren't nowhere in the documentary as far as like the actual people speaking on it. And they didn't really give much and like how the wife felt about it. Maybe because she was like, I just don't want shit to do with this. Oh, I hope his last few minutes after he drank that Kahlua to down his pills, I hope they were torturous. Even his own brother literally said, I knew my brother was a pervert. He was a pedophile. He was a pervert. It's fucked up. At least I ate all my salad. It was so good. I love salad. I love baby spinach and arugula. Alright, guys. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye.